What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bizarroville. I'm Charlie B. You know what it is. Back for another week, I guess, of Tim lying to y'all. So, we're going to go over the last couple IAG videos. We got to go over a couple of them. Man, really, I wasn't even going to say nothing about it, but I noticed something that probably got over a couple people's heads in this one video, you know what I'm saying? Because he talks so fast, you know what I mean? He talks so fast and he tries to overtalk everybody. But I'm going to show you today, allegedly, how he manipulates his fans. I'm going to show you how he's going to continue to lie to y'all. And he's got to ride this lie out now because he's already stuck with it. You know what I'm saying? He just said it. I don't think when he started his ministry and stuff like that, he really thought it was going to blow up on YouTube and things like that. So he didn't really think he'd ever have to explain it. And he's never going to explain it because if he do, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So the whole point is today I'm going to show you with Tim's advice, because he brung it up. In one of his last videos, he brung it up. So we're going to go over the last two videos. And we'll see where we are from there, all right? Now, I'm going to break it down a little bit more than I have before so y'all can clearly understand where I'm coming from. This is just my opinion on some things, but most of the things he's going to say for himself. But I'm just going to give you my opinion at the end, all right? Let's get it. Let's go.
Yeah, I know that we're entrepreneurs. And we've always had that emotion called entrepreneur. If y'all saw that story and heard me tell my story when I was we were celebrating and just telling the story about how we got to 100,000 YouTube subscribers and what our life looked like leading up to that point. And I talked about how nobody wanted to hire me because I was a convicted felon, and I talked about a bunch of different things and a bunch of different leaps of faith. I talked about becoming a barber. I talked about starting a business selling dog kennels. I talked about, buying properties and selling properties. And we talked about all types of stuff. Like I say, it's an hour-long video of me just sitting there talking and telling my story, as far, or my family's story at least, and how we got to where we are now and where we came from. And it's still a lot to tell, but it's like 1 hour of video can't contain the depths of our story.
Okay, now you see, he clearly brought up this video. Now the video I'm about to go delve into is what he's talking about, how they got to where they are, right? I'm gonna show you he's still lying to y'all. I'm gonna show you that Tim has a hard time with numbers. I don't know why, but he does. So let's just get into it. And by the end of this, y'all gonna be looking like, really?
You all know, I went to prison at an early age. I went to prison when I was 17 years old. Ended up serving 6 years and 9 months, I believe. Ended up getting out of prison about 12 years ago. And I was around, I think I was just about to turn 24 when I got out of prison. And, I spent a lot of time in prison and I had a lot of time to think, And the first thing that really transformed my life and took me from a path of darkness into a path of light, took me from a path to where my hands were being used for evil to now where my hands can be used for good. The first thing that took place is that I began to build a relationship with Jesus.
Now y'all heard what he just said. First thing out of his mouth, lie. He's been out of jail about 12 years, right? He just said he got out of jail a couple months before he turned 24. Well, just a couple months ago, he said he was 24 while he was putting the fence up. He said he was 34, my bad. So, think about it. And if you do the math, he got in trouble in 2007. If you do the math, yeah. He's only been out of jail about 10 years as of this year. Y'all catching that? So, he has this thing with these 2 extra years that don't exist. I don't know if y'all have caught on to it, but he has this mental thing with him that he was doing all this other things when it wasn't possible. Now, I'm not gonna say Tim didn't cut hair. I'm not gonna say Tim didn't cut a couple yards, because he said he had a couple businesses. He had a hair business and he did all this. But my whole thing is, in this video, he never talks about not having no meat and stuff to eat like he was talking about in my last videos. You know what I mean? It's like all of a sudden his life got better the further along they got. Or, Tim, did you just need sympathy in the beginning stages of y'all being on the ranch? And that was a story you came up with, that y'all didn't even have meat sometime? Because you didn't bring that up in the video about your 100,000 YouTube subscribers and stuff, bro. But that's neither here nor there. It's content. It's a show. Can't be mad at entertainment. That's what this is. So, my whole point is this. He lied about that. 12 years, right? Okay. I'll break it down even further if you want me to. And this is where it gets real deep. And Tim, this is why you started your ministry the way you did. Saying you met Megan in 2012. And you were honest with you being in prison and things. But you did it that way because you didn't want to look like a user, buddy. Technically, that's all it is. You didn't want to look like a user. And I'm not calling you a user. I'm just saying, in most people's mind and opinions, it would look that way. My opinion, a lot of other people's opinion, allegedly, it would look like you did this. You got out of jail a couple months before 2014. Facts. You ran up there, you worked with your dad a couple months, then you ran up there, met Megan. Within 9 months of meeting Megan, you married her. Put the Mac game down, huh, buddy? You put it down on her, didn't you, boy? But it worked, because how it looks, Brady, it looks like you went to work with your dad like, oh, this is hard. Then it looks like you ran up there, met this little naive girl who already had a house, who already had some money, and you was like, oh, I can make this work. That's how it looks. I'm not saying that's how it is. I'm just saying that's how it looks. Because let's just be all honest. You got out of jail, and 2 months later, you met Megan. Yep, about January. And then in September, y'all was married. You bad, boy. You cold. But, you know, like you said in your story that I'm about to show, you had to get a plan. You had to have a plan. So, let's see what it is.
Y'all will see this story written all over the silver play button by the time I'm done, for real. And it's going to be more than just a silver play button, but it's going to be something that has life and power every time you see it in our videos, and you're going to think about how good God is. So, working with my dad during the day, making not a whole lot of money, going to barber school at night, and barber school lasted probably about 2 years or so. It's a long program. And within the time of me joining the barber program, within that 2-year span, I ended up meeting Megan, you know, my wife. And so within that time, Megan and I got married, and we were, you know, doing ministry together. I actually met Megan while I was doing ministry. You know.
He can't quit lying to save his life, man. Did you hear him just say within 2 years? He went to barber school, and within that 2 years, he met Megan, and they got married within that 2 years, right? Good story. But the only thing is he's adding time to this like a mug. Why didn't he just tell the truth and say, within 2 months I met Megan, and within 9 months we was married. In less than a year from me getting out of jail, I was married. Now, probably what happened was they got married and he was still in barber school. And he was cutting grass and stuff on the side. That's probably like in the last videos when he was saying he didn't even have food sometime once he quit his job. But you notice he ain't bringing up hunger like I stated before this time. But okay. What's next, Tim? You got any more lies for the people?
And so by the time that 2 years was up, I had a barber. I had my trade in barbering. I was a licensed barber. I was married by the time that 2 years was up. Now remember, now I just got out of prison. I was married. I was a licensed and ordained minister. And then Megan and I were starting our ministry. Like, we started a ministry from scratch ourselves. And yeah, it was an amazing time. And we started out our ministry. And this is where this business acumen comes in, that because ministry and business are a lot similar. You know what I'm saying? Like, the goal with everything functions the same, but the goal with ministry is just not money. Like, it's not profit. Like, at least it's not physical profit. It's not monetary things. It's not little green pieces of paper. In other words, the goal with ministry, the profit with ministry is people. You know what I'm saying? People being saved, people being delivered, people being transformed.
It's not about the money. It's about transforming the people. Well, Tim, I done seen the money. Where the people? I don't see the people, bro. Now, if y'all see some people, hey, I don't see nobody but his family out there and workers, okay, and Grandma Lily, all right? I don't see no transformation of no people except for his family, his people. Shoot, man, this is funny. You thought I was done? Let's get into some more.
Very, very successful business. And, you know, within that time of us selling those dog kennels and doing those things, you know, the Lord, we were still doing ministry. You know, our ministry was growing. And I was on, I forgot to tell y'all this, but I was the pastor of our ministry, the pastor and the overseer of the ministry that Megan and I started. You know, it's called the Walk by Faith Movement Ministry. And I was on salary. I was on, you know, the log on salary as a pastor. You know, so I received payment, you know, from the ministry once a month. But the thing that we felt led to do was to grow the ministry, you know, and to sacrifice ourselves to grow the ministry. And so for about 10 years, I didn't cash not one of those checks. And
do y'all see what I mean when I say this brother can't tell the truth for nothing? Okay. We all know that Tim has just celebrated, or celebrating right about now, his 11th year home. Period. Point blank, period. Right? Now, he just said he ministered in that community for 10 years. Now, he was only out of jail 11 years, like exactly 11 years as of October, November, right? So how did he minister for 10 years down there? Like, did he just get out of jail and got his ministry in 2 weeks? Because they've been down there on the IAG constantly over a year. So, come on, bro. And then you already said it took you within a 2-year span. Yeah, I know you lied, but still, you said it. In 2 years, you got your barber's license, you got your ministry, and you, what else you say you did in 2 years? Something else. His lies, I can't keep track of all of them. But yeah, he did 3 things in 2 years. That's where he was in 2 years. So, if that took 2 years, and then you've been out on the farm for a year, and you've only been out of jail a total of 11 years as of technically right now, where the other 2 years coming from? You keep always bringing up, man. But that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into this other video. Chill out, Lil Woody. Let's get into this other video. Because it's not half as bad, but I don't agree with Tim on this for sure.
In my life, I try to pride myself on making good decisions. You know, Megan, I really like challenge Megan a lot of times, because I do it like this. I'll say, what was the best decision that was made last year? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I'll tell Megan, I'll say, what was the best decision? My wife, Megan, if you're watching this video for the first time, you know, I want to tell you that my wife's name is Megan. My name is Tim. So like I said, I'm not sure if there's anybody out there that's watching this video for the first time. I just want to let y'all know and give y'all context about what I'm talking about. But I'll challenge my wife and I'll say, who made the best decision last year? You know, who made the best decision last month? You know, who made the best decision, or what was the best decision that we made last week? You know, and then I'll say like, who made that decision? You know, and it's kind of like a way of just us, you know, holding ourselves accountable, and then just pushing ourselves, you know, or me pushing her and me pushing myself to be better and to make good decisions.
Did you hear him say he pushes her? And I don't mean in the physical sense of he's beating on her or he's pushing her. I mean like, it's mental push, it's pressure. He knows what he's doing. I push my wife, who made the best decision? Who made the best decision? Now we all have seen this. Is that an honest question to ask anybody in that household when he makes all the decisions? So technically what he's doing is he's beating into her mind mentally that Tam's always right. Tam's always right. Every decision we make, it always works out. Because yeah, Megan, he's telling you to make that decision you're making. It doesn't make any sense, y'all. Do y'all see it? I push my wife. Who made the best decision last week? Who made the best decision last month? Who made the best? Well, damn, Tam, you make all the decisions. So, what? She can't win for losing, y'all. She can't win for losing. And I haven't answered any of my comments on my last video yet because I'm having a hard time to realize that women don't care about each other. Like I said before, shout out to Coco. Shout out to Rewriter. Shout out to Miss Brenda Jones. I'll be giving a couple more shout outs, you know, a lot more actually, but y'all my main ones to be riding hard. But I just want to let y'all know, man, anybody condoning the way Trim is treating Megan, it's not right. It's not fair. But y'all see it your way, I'm gonna see it mine. But when he say he pushes her and he knows it, that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. He's just mentally trying to beat her down mentally to let her think that Tim makes every good decision in the world. Why ask somebody who made the best decision last year, last month, last week if you know you make all the decisions in the home? If you make all the decisions in the home, it makes no sense. But I guess that's how Tim does things. It's cool. So we're going to get into a little something else, lighten the load. Let's get it, let's go. This Helen bless your heart. Them boys ain't never seen a cake glisten like that in their life. Whoa. No, Megan. I do not know what that is. No American cheese anywhere in the building, obviously. Nowhere. And why does all Megan's meat look like veggie burgers? All you could say is she tried, I guess. Ugh. No seasoning. I ain't see no pepper, no nothing on them eggs. Man, queso? Give me some American cheese or I'm cool. I mean, I'm good. But anyway, y'all, I had to give y'all some diner. Y'all didn't think it was coming? Oh, it was coming. But to get back to some real though, where I think Megan's really at, guys, I've had some people come in the comments and say Megan don't know her worth, Megan don't know her value, Megan don't know how much power she has, right? I really believe like Megan really believes she doesn't have any of that because everything's gone. Think about it. Her family home, gone. All her money from her being a professor, gone. Everything's in IAG. For her to get a dime out of there, she would have to tear all that down. Chill out, Snoopy. And for her, being a Christian woman, she doesn't want to be with 4 kids and divorced. Nope. She feel like she in a situation where she can't do anything else. Snoop, chill out. She feel like she can't do anything else, yo. So when you get to that point, what can you do and what do you do? I'm about to get out of here, walk this dog. I know that's what it is. Calm down. But I'm gonna leave y'all with Smokey the Bear dry begging for cake. Only you can prevent forest fires. You feel me? I ain't never seen a man dry beg for cake in my life. But Charlie be out, y'all. Y'all be easy, man.
All right, thank you so much, Miss Helen, and we're looking forward to getting another cake next year. We just this is becoming like a tradition for our family, eating your cakes, and we're so thankful that you share your love with us through sending us cakes, and we are building amazing memories.
Yes.
Through these times, like I said, the first time we lit our wood stove and had our first fire in Emma, we fellowshipped with your cake, you know, like eating your cake, fellowshipping, spending time with the Lord, spending time with each other. And this year, you know, it's amazing all over again. And we're just excited. Like if the Lord puts it on your heart to send us another cake next year around this time, we'll surely accept it.